Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Adidas Sambas specifically for football. Now I did a little bit of research on their background within football because obviously today they're kind of more of a streetwear shoe, but they were like designed originally for football. They were originally designed, in the words of Wikipedia, to enable football players to train on icy hard ground. Apparently that's why the sole looks how it looks, with like the suction design and like, what's it called, like gum, as you can see here. But obviously it's not just the sole that makes a football boot or a football shoe good, it's the rest of it, you know, it's the touch, it's the upper, the laces, the lockdown, everything else. And that's what I want to find out today. Are the Sambas actually good football shoes, or are they just kind of streetwear now? So we have obviously got the Sambas, and we have got the Nike Gatos, or Gator, I don't really know how you say it, which is basically just an indoor shoe, but I sometimes use it on the street as well. And that's just going to give us something to compare the Sambas to. Whoa, did you hear that voice crack? And that's just going to give us something to compare the Sambas to really find out if they are actually good for football, because these are, well, you can, oh my word, these are so dirty, because obviously these are made for football specifically. So yeah, let's just get into the session. It has been raining and it's threatening to rain again because it still looks really dark and the cloud kind of look grey. So I just kind of want to get in and out, well, technically out and in. So let's just get straight into the session. We have got for our session, so we'll start off with some juggling, then we're going to go into some ball mastery, followed by like dribbling through a gate. So that's kind of like all in one. Then we've got zigzag drill, and then we're going to finish off with some first touch drill. So I'm basically just gonna chuck it up in the air and try and control it with my first touch. Don't really want to get caught in the rain, so let's just get straight to it before it starts raining. All right, so the plan is that I'm gonna swap the shoes. I'm gonna switch them over after I've already done like a few drills from the session, and then I'm gonna compare them because it's just gonna take too long to keep on changing shoes after every drill. I'm gonna be here forever. So without further ado, let's get onto the juggling. Starting off with the Sambas, let's go. Yeah, touch feels really good. And now let's move on to the ball mastery and dribbling through the gates in the same drill. Oh, it's starting to rain, so I need to get a wiggle on. All right then, so I might just do only a few drills of this ball mastery one, but all we're gonna do is we're gonna bring the ball back, lacquer to the side, and again back, and then coming out, and then coming through the gate. Okay, let's go. Oh my word. Oh. Okay, I'm going to do one more variation of this drill with the sole. So it should look something like this. Boom, boom. First good thing about these shoes is that, well, you can see already, the sole, even though it's raining and it's wet on the ground and the ball is wet, the ball isn't slipping away from like my sole. The sole's still gripping the ball, if that's the way to describe it. And I'm pretty sure it's got something to do with the weird design thingy that I spoke about with the gum shell thing, but that is the first good thing. Ooh. Oh no, last one. Okay, I am a little bit worried about this one because if you can't tell already, it is the zigzag drill, boom, 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 and it's wet and slippy and it's been raining. So I'm a little bit worried. It goes without saying that this drill is going to test the grip on the bottom of the shoes, you know, agility and all of that kind of stuff. The last drill was kind of a bit of everything, testing like the touch, a little bit of the grip, and then like the feel of dribbling the ball. And it was very good, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my God. Oh. That was good. That was really good. I didn't slip at all. Kept control of the ball most of the times, and when I didn't, it was down to me. It was my personal error. It wasn't anything to do with the shoes. It's lived up to what it says it does, you know what I'm saying? It talks the walk. It walks the talk. That's what I meant to say. Anyways, we've made it to the final drill. It's literally, you cannot get any simpler. It's first touch. So I'm just gonna chuck it up in the air, touch, and we're done. Let's go. We'll do 5 on the right, 5 on the left, just so we can get a good equilibrium. I don't think that's the word. Go on. Oh, that's going over. Oh, it's not. Oh, it is. How many am I on? 3? 2 more. Oh. I shouldn't even be outside. I got somebody inside waiting on me. And I'm playing with their emotions. Sorry, but I'm outside. Okay, that's the first session done with the Sambas. Now let's switch into the Gatos. Okay, so I'm in the Gatos, or however you say them. You already know the layout of the session, you already know what I'm gonna do, so I'm literally just gonna go through all the drills super quickly. I'm gonna give you a little montage of me doing all the drills, just cause why not? And I will see you after this little montage. Why did I stop? Oh my word. I'm tired. I hope you enjoyed that little montage of me doing the rest of the session in the Gatos. So now that the session is over, we're gonna get into some juicy stuff. We're gonna find out what these Sambas are really made of and are they still good for football. Now, the way that we're going to do this is we're going to compare the Gatos and the Sambas. Here, I've got them here for you, although they are both dirty now. So the way that it's going to work is we're going to score them on 4 different areas. We're going to give them a rating out of 10 for both of the shoes on 4 different areas, which are touch, fit, comfortability, and traction. I'm going to give them a score out of 10, and at the end, they should both have a score out of 40. And then obviously, the highest score is the winner. And we'll see if those are the Sambas or not. So I have written down the scores, which I've already given them, and I'm going to go through them now. So for fit, for the Sambas, I've gone with a 7 out of 10. There's nothing like wrong with how they fit. They fit fine. It's just that it can fit better. It can fit closer to my foot. It's not as like wrapped around it as like maybe other football boots would be. But then again, it is still kind of like a streetwear kind of shoe. It's not really supposed to be wrapped around your foot like that. But with that being said, it's still not bad, which is why I've gone for a 7. It's just not quite fitting to my foot as much as a football boot would. And then for the Gatos, I've gone with an 8 out of 10. I mean, I would expect that from them because they are made for football. You want a kind of like a close to your foot kind of design. You want it to almost feel integrated into your foot. So I've gone for an 8 out of 10 for the Gatos because that's pretty much what they do. And for touch, for the Sambas, I've gone for a 9 out of 10. I don't know, there's just something about the way that it's kind of like a leather feel. There's just something about that makes the touch just feel really nice and really comfortable. 9 out of 10. For the Gatos, I've gone with an 8. Nothing wrong with the touch. Obviously, 8 is still a high score. It's just not quite on the same level as like the Sambas with that leather kind of feel. Traction, so for the Sambas, I've gone for a 9 because I didn't slip at all. Obviously, sometimes I felt like I was going to slip, but that's just because I would expect other shoes to slip and they didn't. So the grip was fine, like the traction, like I could move off and change directions really well. That was really good, so 9 out of 10. I had no problems with that. I was really impressed. For the Gatos, I've gone with a 7. I felt a little bit less secure in the zigzag drill, definitely, because that was really testing traction. I felt a little bit less secure. I did feel like I was going to slip sometimes, especially compared to the Sambas. They just didn't feel like, I didn't feel as confident in the traction. I didn't feel as secure. So 7 out of 10 for the Gatos, the traction. And then last but not least, we've got comfortability. For the Sambas, I went for an 8, just because they're so comfortable. Like, even though they don't fit to my foot like perfectly, they are still super comfortable because obviously it's got that level kind of feel to them. So they felt really comfortable, really nice to wear. Just a nice pair of shoes to play football in. For the Gatos, I've also gone for an 8 because they do fit really nice. They feel good. On both of the shoes, there's no like uncomfortable areas. Like, right, you know, I used to have some like pressure points around the heels and stuff. There's none of that on either of the shoes. Really solid. 8 out of 10 for both of them for comfortability. And that leaves us with the final score for the Sambas, 33 out of 40, and for the Gatos, 31 out of 40. And yeah, that's it. Sambas take the win. They're a good football shoe, man. They're a good football shoe. They're a good streetwear shoe. Overall, top shoe. Are Sambas worth it for football? Yes, they are. The scores do not lie. As you can see, they have won against a shoe that is literally made for football, so they are worth it. If you guys enjoyed the video, please do leave a like and subscribe. We're trying to hit 500 subscribers, and I will see you in the next video.